Hello, guys. Good morning and welcome back to the segment. I hope you're having a good time. So, finally, the NFF has decided to give us a new head coach, for the team, and this is coming as a surprise. They've now named a German tactician, Bruno Labbadia, sorry, as the new head coach of Nigerian Super Eagles, and obviously that was brewing through yesterday evening because I actually followed it a little bit. Kudos to BSN Sports who announced it the first time. I saw it. I saw that it was cooking, but I did not want to make a video about it and let you guys know because again, I thought it's just one of those mini coaches that we've actually talked about here, and it did not work out. It ended up not being announced. But this morning, at around just few minutes to 6 in the early morning of today, that was when I now saw that the NFF has now officially announced it on their on all of their platforms. On the NFF, the Nigerian Football Federation's official handle, and then the Nigerian Super Eagles official handle. They officially announced it on both of these platforms, and that's how I now know that it's official. So take it from me, take it from Football Stories. The new Super Eagles head coach has now been announced in the person of German tactician Bruno Labbadia. So the wait is over now, and of course, I know what you're thinking. It's we are not happy. We are not happy because it's just a few days until we go and play these games in September, and we had expected them to announce this head coach for a long, long time, and they were just wasting our time, wasting our time playing around with all of the other coaches when they know that in the end they are not going to work with these guys. In the end of it, they just went selected someone that we've not even seen in the picture the whole time. So it just felt like a very painful thing for Nigerian, football lovers that they had to waste our time this much. But quickly, I just wanted to um, let you guys know, some really important information about this new coach, Bruno Labbadia. So let's just start. Actually, when they announced him, it was a full statement from the NFF's general secretary. That's the person of Dr. Mohamed Sanusi. So I'm just going to try and see if I can read the important part of this statement so that you guys can uh, have a grasp of this man and how the statement read. So in the early hours of this morning, put out German Bruno Labbadia becomes 37th head coach of the Super Eagles. The Nigerian Football Federation has announced that it has reached an agreement with German tactician Bruno Labbadia to become the head coach of Nigeria's senior men national team Super Eagles. NFF Secretary General Dr. Mohamed Sanusi said in the early hours of Tuesday the NFF Executive Committee has approved the recommendation of its Technical and Development Subcommittee to appoint Mr. Bruno Labbadia as the head coach of the Super Eagles. The appointment is with immediate effect. So, important thing to know here is what is the background of this man? What's his qualification to become Nigeria's Super Eagles head coach? Has he had to coach any club previously? This are very key information, key facts that we need to know about this man. So here are some facts about Bruno Labbadia. He was born in Germany on the 8th of February 1966 in Darmstadt, and he has two caps for the German national team. That's the Shaft, and also he's played for several club sides across Germany. He didn't really play outside of Germany. All of his playing careers he spent it in Germany, as well as his later coaching career. But let's start with his playing career. He started his playing career in Darmstadt 98, which is basically his hometown. He also played in Hamburger SV, FC Kaiserslautern, which was the club that he won the DFB Cup. And then he played for Bayern Munich. That was in 1993-1994 season. Also won the league with them in that season. And then other club side that he played for were FC Cologne, Werder Bremen, Armenia, Bielefeld, Karlsruhe SC. So those were some of the club side that he played. And then during his coaching career, He actually coached some famous club side in Germany, including the likes of Hertha Berlin, VfB Stuttgart, even Bayer Leverkusen at some point, Wolfsburg, Hamburger, among others. I think his last job was with Stuttgart, which was in 2022-2023 season. He also holds a UEFA Pro license for coaching, which is basically what qualifies him to be a coach. And uh, he's now the sixth German coach, to ever be been employed by the NFF. The previous ones include the likes of Karl Heinz Moraske, who who was the coach of the national team for two terms, the 1970 and the 1974. We also had the likes of Gottlieb Guller, 1981, Manfred Horner, coach from 1988 to 1999, then Betty Vogt, 2007 to 2008. Then we have the likes of Gernot Rohr, coaching from 2016 to 2021, and that is it. So this man is the new head coach. Lots of reactions, emanating from this one, but there's not much anyone can do about it. The NFF has given the directive, so the next thing to do is actually to support this man and hope and pray that he does well. So his immediate responsibility for the national team is the obvious. You and I know about it. It is to qualify Nigerian Super Eagles for the African Cup of Nations, and then very possibly maybe for the FIFA World Cup that's going to start next year. The pressing objective right now is to lead the team, this September, with these two games coming thick and fast. First on the 7th of September against Benin Republic, and then on the 10th against Rwanda. This is his first two objectives, that has been stated out by the NFF. And then it seems like it's going to be a short-term contract. There's not much, about the contract out right now, to the media, but it's going to be a short contract, and it's going to depend on how he performs with these two games, and then, later in October and November when we play the final set of the qualifying rounds for the African Cup of Nations. That's what's currently happening right now. German tactician Bruno Labbadia is now officially the new head coach of the Nigerian Super Eagles. Lots of reactions, from top stakeholders, especially, the legends of the Nigerian Super Eagles. Let's start with most, prominent reaction, of course, coming from the likes of former captain of our team, that's the legend of our team, Henry Wosu, who was at one point the assistant coach. I think it was in 2002, the FIFA World Cup. And then this is his reaction, what he said to the media. He said, Nigeria and Nigerians, we have a way of solving problems in a hurry. I'm not surprised we don't have a coach yet, but I'm sure that we will get someone. He actually said this just few hours before this announcement this early morning. Then go on to say, once there is still time, they believe that they can do something. That is not the best. Preparation is important, so I don't know. I just pray that we prepare to achieve something, because Nigerians won't be happy if we fail to qualify for another major trophy. And then there's also, the chairman of the Professional Footballers Association of Nigeria, that's Harrison Jala. He also, said something that is really important. He said in 2026 World Cup qualifier for Nigeria is over. Only a miracle can qualify Nigeria. The 2025 Nations Cup is also towing the same route. Nigeria's qualification cannot be guaranteed with the current shambolic approach of a failed foreign coach expedition. Where where else can this happen? Anywhere in the world without consequences. 2 weeks to major qualifiers, no coach for the senior national team. The NFF has already primed the Super Eagles to fail. Then there's Godwin Opala, that's the former Super Eagles defender, who also said, when the players don't perform, we blame them and the coach. This time around, the blame will go to the NFF. I think they are not professional enough to have waited so long without a coach when you have important matches coming up. This situation would not have been if the NFF had not gone ahead to say they would hire a foreign coach when Finidi was in charge. The pressure on Finidi was great, and it looked like NFF didn't want a home-based coach. They didn't just want to tell us. For the quality of the players we have, it's a shame that they are struggling. Look at Senegal and Ivory Coast. Look at what they have done with their national team. So this is basically, some reactions. I think effectively started just few hours before we got the announcement from the NFF, which is also late, already. But again, this is what's happening right now. We have a new head coach for ourselves. We can just celebrate, at least, I don't know, and just be hopeful that this man is going to get us to where we want to be. But of course, we shouldn't expect anything. Personally, I don't have my hopes high, in terms of this new regime, because I know that it's going to be really, really, it's going to be really hard. It's going to be really dicey, really tricky, and all of this is something that has been caused by the NFL for delaying so much, for not being very competent in terms of handling the situation. But that's the update, guys. Let me know your thoughts about this new German tactician being employed as the head coach of Nigerian Spy Eagles. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and share the video, react to the story, and then subscribe to the channel if you're just finding football stories for the first time. Stay tuned, more updates coming soon.